Welcome, everybody, to Riffs in Reality, Prologues, Nora's version. It's been a long time coming, and I pointed the right direction. Let's freaking go.
And by hi, everybody, we mean Hannah. Hello, Hannah.
Yes, and by that we mean hi, Hannah. All right. So, buckle the heck up. So, I was trying to decide how many years it was since. Did you tell me how long that you've known Arafel? You missed that question.
I think I answered it. I thought I said like early teenage years, maybe.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Like early teenage years, yeah.
Okay. And how old are you now? Like 120? Like 120 something?
What's that in human?
Oh, like early adulthood.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Elves are so confusing, man.
They are very confusing. I was like, wait, 120? Okay, sorry.
Yes. So, this was about 15 or 20 years ago. It's been a hot minute. I just realized something. And I might have like a little bit of a plot hole. Because elves live so friggin' long.
It's okay. It was just sometime in the past.
It's
fine.
If you met Arafel in your early teens, okay. I don't think you can have met Arafel in your early teens based on the plot.
Okay. I think prior to you asking me that, we never established how long we knew each other anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah. I know it's been a couple years, but if you say early teens, that means it was like 40 to 50 years ago.
Okay. Whatever works.
So I'm gonna do a little retcon just so I don't have plot holes.
That is okay. That's like a minor detail that like does not matter that much to me, so it's fine.
Okay. So a while back, we're not gonna use precise years, so I don't have to remember this.
Who needs numbers?
But a while back. Who needs numbers? Numbers are for nerds, anyways. A number of years back. Our story begins on a hot summer night in Singorn. And you're startled awake out of your bed of frantic knocking at the door. It's the middle of the night. And you officially are now an initiate because you get the best jobs at the temple.
Ooh.
You groan a bit to yourself, kind of pushing yourself up on the side of the bed. You're on call tonight.
Great.
Your mother noticed your particular skill for healing, and so she volunteered you. It's the spare bedroom in the healer's wing, so when someone comes to the temple in need of emergency healing, you're the one getting woken up. The knocking gets louder, pounding at the door, a bit frantic.
Is there like a little peephole I can look out of to see who it is?
No.
No? Okay.
You can crack the door open.
Okay, yeah. She'll just crack the door open. Can I see who it is?
You try to open the door, but it against something, and you can only get it open about an inch before hitting A figure slumped in the middle of the doorway. You kind of like push it open and try to get yourself out there so you can see what's going on. Uh, Middle-aged half-elven man. At first glance, you can see he's gotten the absolute crap beaten out of him.
Whoa, hi, how can I help you? And she's like trying to focus on the people in front of her and push the sleepiness out of her.
Just person, just the one guy. Um, he doesn't respond to you. He doesn't look at you. You can see he's kind of frantically looking around him, not quite focusing on you.
She's just gonna try and open the door more so she
Yeah.
can.
Yeah. You get the door open.
Okay.
Get the door open, get out there.
At first glance, looking at him, like, what do I see? Like, he's just beaten up. Is there anything else?
You can make a medicine check.
Yeah, I'll make a medicine check. Don't fail me, dice.
You can see he's like trying to like get himself up off the ground, but like he's covered in blood. Definitely got like a broken nose, a black eye, maybe a dislocated jaw. What'd you get?
19.
19. Okay. So as you begin doing your like cursory medical examination of this guy, you're checking him over, trying to assess what could be wrong. His breathing is very raspy and shallow, and you check his heart rate, and it's fast. Way too fast.
Oh, this isn't good.
You're not.
Do I know?
Based on what you're looking at, you're guessing some sort of drugs are in his system. Pepper dust wouldn't cause anything this serious. It's not the usual stuff. And you've seen one or two black sap overdoses and even some idiot who managed to overdose on Ulori root tea. But based on the effects, you're guessing it was some sort of inhalant. Based off the heart rate and the raspy breathing, some sort of stimulant. You've got potions on hand for this kind of thing, so you manage to help him to his feet, get him inside, and you give it to him. And watching him over for the next couple minutes, he seems to have stabilized whatever was in his system.
Is he still not? So he's still not responsive at all. He's just kind of just chilling there now.
Like pretty much as soon as you get him over to a cot, he just passes out.
Okay. Is there anything I could find on him to, I don't know, maybe help me identify who he is, I guess, or if he has other drugs on him, so I can confiscate them.
Yeah, go ahead, make me a little investigation check.
Little investigation. Where? 16.
16. Not much. Find a coin purse, just a few silver in it, some kind of beat up leather gloves, some crumpled papers in this gibberish that you don't understand, and a pouch containing some sort of orangish powdery substance.
Do I recognize it?
Roll me Roll me a nature check.
Nature. What the heck? Crazy. Dirty 20.
30-20.
Mm-hmm.
How are you going about inspecting this?
I guess just off of first glance, like it doesn't, I don't recognize it just based off looking.
Off looking at it, it's nothing you've ever seen before. You know, like what some drugs look like. You've seen a couple. You've seen a couple people who have come in for drug overdoses, and this isn't anything like what you've confiscated before. It's not the right texture. It's a very thin, fine powder. It looks a bit like Sood, but Sood is more. It's thick and grainy.
Interesting. So I'm the one on call. So like when something like this happens, I guess what would be what's the word I'm looking for? I guess the
Procedure?
Yeah. Like do I take them somewhere? Do I keep them with me? Like
definitely take the drugs away.
Yes.
You would give them to your supervisor, which is your mom. You could give it to another. You're supposed to give it to your supervisor, but you could give it to another priestess, and it would probably be fine. But you're the only one on call tonight, so this is your problem.
Lovely. I guess I'll keep an eye on him then.
Okay.
Keep him with me. I'll, stay up as long as I can and just if he wakes up then go from there. If not, then just make sure he stays alive and stays stable at least.
Okay. So are you staying awake?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you're going to stay awake the whole night, you may have exhaustion tomorrow. You've not gotten a long rest yet.
Maybe I'll sleep for a few. Well, I don't need a full night's. I don't need a full long rest though, right? Technically.
Well, you need a long rest by Elven standards, which is 4 hours.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yes.
I guess I'll stay up for as long as I know I can, and then I'll get, I guess, the 4 hours after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you're staying up, go ahead and roll me a perception check. Oh, what are you doing with the drugs, by the way? Where are you putting them?
Do I have anything? Do I have like anything where I'm like, I don't know, where I can lock him away, like where I'm staying, where I know like he wouldn't be able to get
it? It's a pretty simple room that you're in. There's a side room with a door that has a lock on it. That is where you are sleeping, and then there's an open room with a good 3 or 4 cots for patients, and then the door next to your room there is an additional locked supply closet.
Okay, yeah, I'll store it in there for the night.
Okay, in the supply closet?
Yeah, sure. If I know I can lock it, he shouldn't be able to get in yet. I'll put it in there for now.
All right. So, As you're taking your watch, where are you chilling to watch? Are you just waiting out in the patient's quarters, just kind of chilling?
Yeah, just kind of chilling for right now before I go get some shut eye.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a perception check then.
What the heck? I swear I'm not like. I swear I'm not cheating. I got a natural 20, so that's a 25.
Okay.
Don't know what's happening.
Um so the night passes on. You're waiting, watching this guy. You see his breathing starts to even out a little bit. It occurs to you it's a good thing you got to him when you did. Like, whatever that was in his system probably should have killed him. And if you hadn't been there, he probably would be dead. You're not quite sure what this is, but it's dangerous.
Bad stuff.
As you're kind of just waiting, watching, you hear something snap, a branch outside.
Oh, that's it. I just hear the branch snap. that I thought it was
Yeah.
a dramatic pause.
It was.
I guess I'll go take a little peek, see where it came from, see if there's anyone out
Okay.
there.
As you you get up across the room and you open the door, a faint creak on the hinges, looking out into the courtyard of the temple. It's empty, peaceful. Katha's moon shining some beautiful shadows through the trees onto the ground. In the shadows, there's something unnatural that you spot in the darkness. Just unnatural shadows. And you see them move. As spotting you, a figure darts towards the entrance.
Towards the entrance of where I'm staying.
Oh, no, the temple running away from you. Away from you.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I can't tell what it is at all.
It is a. Roll me a perception check. I swear, if you roll over a 20, I'm gonna throw something.
Before I added on my perception, it was below 20, but now that I added it on, it's over 20. 22. I rolled a 17. I swear.
You're using your level 1 sheet, right?
The one you sent me? Yeah.
Yeah, level 1. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. You catch. It's a. Whoever it is, they're wearing black, covering any identifying features, but you get the barest glint of silver. some sort of decoration or a clasp on whatever cloak or clothes it is that they're wearing. And the eyes dart back towards you. Probably shouldn't have looked back, but the eyes lock onto you, and in the dark, in the moonlight, they're reflective, like a cat's. But it's a humanoid shape, a person. Hood up.
Oh. She's going. Okay. Oh!
All right, Miss 10 hit points, 2 spell slots. What are you doing?
She's gonna run after. She's gonna run after him to see if she can catch up with him, but she's gonna try not to go too far because she doesn't want to leave
Okay.
her patient behind. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Your speed's 30 feet. They were pretty far ahead of you, so you can keep pace with them, but how far are you going to chase after? Couple blocks?
Yeah, only a couple blocks,
Okay.
not. Yeah.
Okay. So you can tell what general direction they're going. Let me grab my map. I love my maps, man. Okay. So you are in the they go north from the temple of Sehanin. So if you want to look at the map, there's the towards the north, there's the wait, what would you know is to the north? It vaguely looks like the direction that Rohana takes to school in the morning.
I mean, yeah, I'll follow for a couple blocks.
Okay.
Yeah, not. Yeah, only a couple blocks.
Yeah, you can see it looks like they're heading north. So I've given you guys the map if you wanted to see what is there. My binder about fell apart. I forgot to have it closed. Yeah, vaguely going north.
Okay.
The figure doesn't stop. Keeps at a very, very fast pace until you drop off. As you're watching the figure run, you can see the eyes dart back towards you again, reflective. And they keep running. As you're about to lose sight of them, you see a cat pop out across their path, and they stop, reach down and give the cat a little scratch on the ears and keep running.
I'll go up to the cat and try to pick the cat up and head back. Head back to my patient.
Okay. I'm just going to say for the canon that this is Cat, your cat.
Yay!
Just for fun. This is where you acquired Cat. All right. So, chased him a couple blocks. Yeah, you come back, your patient's still asleep on the cot. No worse for wear. No thanks to him, at least. And you stay up for as long as you can. No other distractions. Just quiet. Ugh. But you get some sleep, and you've got quite the long day ahead of you. You know, your mom's gonna have you running around all day restocking supplies. Was that market run that she wanted you to do? Was that supposed to be today? But you wake up in the morning and actually I'm going to your patient is in fact gone in the morning.
Dang, of course. Is the drugs still in the supply closet locked away?
You go to put your key into the lock of the supply closet, and the handle's already loose. The drugs that you confiscated, in addition to several other things, are gone. A handful of mundane draughts, a handful of some lower level healing potions. Nothing else, just the particularly valuable items.
Just my luck. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, that sounds about right, but you know, it's fine. You'll file the report. If you can manage to track your mom down this morning, file the report and it'll be fine. It's just drug addicts, man. You've got a nice day ahead of you, so it's gonna be great.
Yay! I'll try to find my mom first thing.
Okay. So, the temple is bustling this morning. It's a bright summer day. It's a good day. You think? Actually, roll me a perception check.
Bruh. 7.
7?
Yes.
You are locked in trying to find your mom. You hear somebody tries to address you and you don't even acknowledge them. You are locked in looking for your mom. And so actually, yeah, roll me an investigation check then to find your mother.
Mom, where's my mom? 21.
21. Of course you rolled a 21 on that.
Of course.
So you track her down. She's of course in the healer's wing, in probably bandaging up some, or wrapping up some bandages and putting them away neatly on their shelves. Oh, Nora, it's about time that you were up this morning. I have so many things to do. Here, I have a list. Great. And she'll accost you and start walking you through today's schedule, what all you have on to do for today. Don't forget, tonight is very important. There's going to be some Helian Trust members that are getting sent out for the first time. It's an exciting day. I mean, it happens a couple of times a year, but she goes on this tangent about this particularly gifted pair of twins that she's been patching up a couple times here and there, but just she's very invested in like their story and how they got to be in the Helian Trust, and you're honestly not paying attention.
Yeah. It's great. So last night was kind of interesting.
Oh, I didn't see any patients logged in.
So
Did you remember the paperwork?
I will get to that in a second, but there's this guy banging on my door, and when I opened my door, there was this.
Well, that is the job. People do tend to be in a hurry, and we need to be patient and compassionate and doing our best to do things in a timely manner because, you know, for all you know, this could be the worst day of someone's life, and you could be the bright bit of light in that shadow.
I'm just the brightest light in someone's day, I'm sure.
She kind of like pats you on the cheek a little bit. You're the brightest thing in my day.
Thanks, Mom. Anyways, so he was super beat up, super bloody. I brought him in.
Oh my.
Did what I had to do, and it was stable. I found this vial of it was a different drug. I've never seen it before. It was orange and very, very fine. It was I couldn't tell what it was, but it was stable. I took that, locked it away in the supply closet, and I stayed up as long as I could, you know, keeping an eye on him. But during that, I noticed someone or something outside. It was a little weird. I tried to follow after them, but I couldn't. I didn't really catch up to them, but they didn't really look suspicious. They kind of did. I don't know, but anyway. When I woke up the next morning, that patient was gone, and so was the drug vial I found on him, as well as some other minor things he took from the supply closet. But you know what? That means he belonged, right?
Well, that would be the reason we don't keep too many very valuable things in the supply closet there. And thanks, Ehanine, that he didn't take anything too valuable or hurt you. So, we'll have to file some.
No, if he would have been, but
we'll have to make a report and see. Maybe they'll bring it up the chain further. We'll see. I'll have you give your report into. You'll bring the report into Prelate Hesperia. Very well.
Very, very well. How is my relationship with this priestess?
Prelate Tarek Hesperia is a dude. Okay. Or wait. Yes, it is a dude. He is the prelate of administration. It's fine. He's fine. Okay. Like it's I'd say your favorite of the prelates is probably your prelate, Sharina Yvain. She's really sweet. You like her. very, very much like your mother. Definitely could be a bit harder on the initiates, but that's okay because that means it's a whole lot easier for you to kind of do whatever you want. Prelate Hesperia is a bit more uptight. He's fine. Like, he's uptight as far as priests of the Moonweaver go, which, is probably, like, by comparison, like, the least uptight teacher at, like, the Spellbinders Guild.
Okay. Cool. Perfect. My favorite person. They can't get any better. Just, if you can not tell bad about this. I don't know. I just know he's probably gonna say, I don't know, something about it. I don't know. I just don't feel like hearing that today, I guess. So.
Well, dear, your father is a prelate, so if it is going to be an ongoing temple issue, he'll find out about it eventually.
About the mysterious drug or the fact that I let a patient leave?
Well, that is not your fault. People aren't bound here. They come and go as they wish, and if he didn't wish to stay, that's not your fault, now is it? We're not going to restrain people's freedom. It's not the way of the Moonweaver.
That's true. Well, I feel a lot better about this now, actually. Thanks, Mom.
She gives you a very bright, genuine smile. Now, as soon as you finish the report, remember, list. Whole lot to do today.
Oh boy. And I'll take the list from her. What is it? What's all on the list?
Just like a whole list of supplies you need to restock. She didn't have you making a market run today, and so there's a list. She's got it like divided between like there's a list of stuff for the temple, and then there's like a smaller list at the bottom of stuff for like your home.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point I was assuming that you're still living with your parents.
Yeah, I would be. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, I will be waiting. I'll be in the healer's wing. I'm doing a bit of restocking on the supply closets and overseeing a few other things. So as soon as you're done, let me know and we'll get started.
Anything for you.
All right. So you get over to the administrative wing, give your whole spiel, like detailed description of the drugs, the effects. The prelate seems a bit. Actually, roll me just like insight.
Insight. Yeah. What the heck is happening?
Screw you.
Also 20.
How?
I don't know.
Another natural 20?
No. I guess I just.
What is up with Nora? Because like Inala never rolled like this.
Never.
Chalk it up to Juju, and I will be using this as a reference for anyone who tries to tell me the dice Juju isn't real and it's just probability. Bull. Anyways, so what you're
in total?
25.
It's a +5.
Your definitely you're watching all of his mannerisms and trying to really zone in on what each of your words is, like how each of your words is affecting him. And he didn't really care. He kind of seemed irritated at your presence for the first minute or two that you talked, and then gradually got more and more interested until he's like leaning forward on his desk, full undivided attention. And you can see in his eyes there's a level above concern and a level below panic. So somewhere in between there.
So he ended up gone. But that means he's totally alive. So obviously it's fine.
Correct. I'm sure everything's fine.
Everything's fine. I'm sure he'll be back in no time, and this time I'll make sure he doesn't steal his drugs again.
Thank you.
I got you. She definitely comes here just to annoy him sometimes.
Probably. Which would explain the initial irritation.
Yes.
As you like get up to peace out, and he kind of calls after you, try to make sure that you're around the temple today, in case I need a follow-up. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Initiate. Thank you.
Anything for my favorite guy. My favorite prelate.
I'll be sure to tell your father you said that. And the door clicks behind you. You let it shut on purpose, just a little bit too loud. You know this door slams really hard if you don't close it carefully, but you just let it slam.
Just let it slam.
So, you go back, find your mom, have a wonderful day of restocking supplies, doing your little market run. She actually had you guys running a couple things up to the Spellbinders Guild, to Rohana, which was delightful, as always.
As always.
Yeah, she's fine. But you're called back to the temple and accosted by a few acolytes. You're familiar with these acolytes. They train under your father.
Oh.
But just a pair of very young wood elven boys that accost you as you re-enter the temple. Excuse me, Miss Initiate Moonlight. I've been sent on an errand to bring you up for a meeting.
A meeting?
Hi. Yes. Important.
How important?
He kind of like shoots a panicked glance to the other boy that's with him. I think really
important. And that means I must take my sweet time getting there.
His eyes kind of widen, and he shoots a side glance at the other boy again. Okay. And the other boy kind of like shakes his head and turns away. All right, your funeral.
Hey, not today. Maybe next week, but not today, she says as she walks past them and starts making her way to this meeting, I guess.
Okay, so do you go straight there?
Yeah.
Do you go straight there, or are you meandering?
She'll meander ever so slightly, but she's making her way there.
Okay. So the meeting was you were directed to your father's office, which, kind of the occasional meeting here. It's probably nothing serious. It's probably just like you didn't give them a proper account on how many potions were missing, and they just want to get all the little details sorted and make sure they know what's missing. But you climb up the spiral staircase. The snowdrops are always in bloom here. They're a mix of blue tinged with white and papery barked birch trees lining the stairs, all bright green leaves. Getting to your father's study, the double doors, you kind of swing them open with that certain Nora nonchalance that everyone here is accustomed to, and you swing the doors open. You see your father at his desk. You also see 3 other people, and they all kind of simultaneously turn towards you. This is all of the prelates. All but the archprelate, also called the Hand of the Night. She's super cool, but besides the point, all the other prelates are here.
As soon as she sees all of them, she'll kind of say, like, under her breath, oh, he wasn't kidding, was he?
Your father looks at you, and you see just like the faintest tinge of irritation at knowing that you meandered on your way here. Slightly. He stands up, slides some papers across his desk. Right, so thank you for coming in, Nora. We wanted to get a fuller account of the drug overdose that you witnessed.
So she'll just describe what she saw, like, I guess, like his symptoms, whatever, and what she did to help him, and then she'll describe the drug that she found. But, like, obviously not really knowing what it was, because she thinks she's never seen something like that before.
And you weren't able to keep a sample of it?
No, it was just the one vial that I saw on him. I just wanted to get it away from him and, lock it away, so...
He kind of waves you off. Perhaps we can get an speaking to the other prelates, get an inspection done of the supply closet, and perhaps there's a bit of residue, maybe some spilled. I suggest we loop in the Verdant Guard, and we really need to get ahead of this before it becomes a problem. Nora, you're still here.
Yes, I'm still here. Is this odd? Do you know what this drug is? Is making this into a really big thing?
Initiate, I gave you a dismissal. And he kind of gives you, like, a look like, I'm your dad, but I'm a prelate. You need to get out.
Okay, I guess my job here is done. And so I'll just...
Wait outside, please.
And she'll just nod her head, walk out, close the doors behind her. But she's going to try and listen, obviously.
Ooh, okay. Roll me a perception check as you put your ear up against the door.
Let this be a good one, please. Of all the ones I've had so far. 23. I really don't. I just
kidding.
I just chose like the right dice today, I guess. These are the ones you got me.
Mother breaker. Oh, shoot. I forgot somebody that was in there. In addition to the other prelates, you kind of notice him as you're walking out, sitting like a bit aside. All of the prelates were in the chairs like directly in front of the desk, and then you spot along the wall another man sitting up, actually standing in armor. Looks to be definitely Verdant Guard and definitely important looking.
Are they... Is he like a watcher or...
Go ahead and roll me a history check.
Because you said he's part of the Verdant, or at least I think he is, right?
Definitely the Verdant Guard, but we'll see if you know like exactly like what his rank is based on the uniform.
A measly 6.
A measly 6?
Okay. Measly 6.
Bad. Their uniforms all look so similar. Like, how are you supposed to know what the different things are and like what's important? It's whatever. But he's a much older elven man, graying hair, very gruff looking, kind of tough looking, like some scars and carrying a sword, like kind of scary dude. But you kind of just like give him a once over as you're shutting the doors behind you. Sorry, what was your perception check again? 23?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, you hear a brief, like, mixed discussion about, like, alerting the Verdant... We can alert the Verdant Guard and, Chief Watcher Voland, what do you think? Etc. And back and forth conversation about what is to be done about this new drug that's cropped up. You hear from Prelate Yvain, your oh no, not Yvain. She's not got anything to do with that. It would be Prelate Brocknus over outreach, humanitarian efforts. A kind of brusque, older, pallid elf. Very bright white skin, white hair, pale blue eyes. You recognize his voice kind of ringing out above the argument. Now we can alert the Verdant Guard, but aside from that, this is not our jurisdiction unless the city calls for the Helian Trust. And you hear your father ringing out in dissension, and you hear it begin to get a little bit more tense. It seems that everyone is in agreement except for your father. And you hear a voice you don't recognize. Thank you for looping us in, but we'll take it from here, Prelate Moonlight. And you hear the doors, you feel the door pushing against you as you're kind of like, actually roll me
to move out of the way.
Dexterity or performance to pretend like you were not just up against the door.
Definitely gonna do dexterity. My performance is a 0. I don't think it matters much. 11.
You're kind of like sent back stumbling a little bit, and the Verdant Guard guy kind of gives you a glare and brushes past you. And you kind of like peek back in, and you see the prelates beginning to file out. And your father sits a bit aggressively down back into his chair with a bit of a huff.
Well, that went well.
Oh. You're still here.
You told me to wait outside, so...
Right. Thank you. It was more just in case we had any more need for you, but I think they'll take it up the chain, but they won't ever do anything about it.
So what's going on? What's this new drug that's got you all in a craze?
I'm sorry, dear. It's a bit... need to know.
Well, if I'm going to
We can't be causing a panic.
Oh, I'm not going to cause any panic. I just want to be informed in case, I'm on watch again and something like this pops up.
Well, you did the right thing. We'll make a note that the potion you used was in fact the correct remedy for it, and that the last person that was used on walked away.
Yeah. Well, so you can't tell me anything? Like, what if I come across someone who, I don't know, takes a higher dosage, or they mix it with something else, and then the potion I used last time doesn't work again? I would like to do these things. I'm not trying to...
Nora. It's need to know. And I'm afraid you know about as much as we do.
Well, what's got everyone so worried? I mean, this isn't the first time a junkie has pulled up and the next morning they're gone. What's so different about this time?
I'm afraid if The one that you saw walked away from it, I'm afraid. You saw one of the lucky ones. It's serious.
Something that if people take, they don't bounce back from.
Exactly. So, the Watchers will be taking care of it to figure out how it's getting into the city. And the Drifters and Vigils will do their best to keep it off the streets. But you know what? I doubt this will even get to the Verdant Lord. Mark my words, Nora. Bureaucracy will always get in the way of justice. It's not the way of the Moonweaver.
I don't really deal with politics, so...
Remind me to never promote you, then.
Good. So... No, well, okay, so if I come across this again, is just do what I did last time and hope it works and make sure they don't run off? That's it?
According to that conversation, you are to report it, and this time we will be keeping any contraband found in a separate location from the patients. So we will have a separate contraband lockup in a different building that will be under lock and key and guard. It'll be, and he kind of like gestures out the door vaguely to the west. Keep over in the Helion Trust Wing. So you will have to, if your patient is stable enough, take it to the Helion Trust Wing. If your patient is not stable, keep it on your person at all times. Until you can turn it in. Understood?
Understood.
He kind of shakes his head. Not at you, but still frustrated.
So, are you not happy that the Verdant Guard is keeping an eye out for this? I mean, is that not a good thing? Won't that help us in hopefully catching the next person? Or maybe where they're getting it from?
If the Verdant Guard actually did their jobs, maybe. If we got the Helion Trust on this, that would be a different story. They'd see it wiped out in a week.
So send out some of your guys. Don't tell anyone. Just keep it low-key. Send out a few people.
Roll me a persuasion check. I will say at disadvantage.
Wow.
Because of the context of the idea. It's not a good idea.
So my persuasion is 0, and I rolled a 19, and I rolled a 2.
That's just simply not how we do things, unfortunately, Nora.
Well,
as we have...
Maybe if you want to get what you want, sometimes you gotta get a little messy. Worked for me. Well, some of the time, but that's besides the point. You gotta think outside the box.
Nora, I appreciate your zeal for the tenets of the Moonweaver and walking unbridled and untethered. But in order to do that, we do have to have some semblance of order. Else, anarchy and freedom are two very different things, dear.
Well, if you change your mind, I totally support this idea, and I think it's an amazing idea. Just saying.
I will make a note of that. And he takes a quill and scribbles down on a page. You know he didn't write anything down.
No.
So, your mother has so much for you to do today. Errands upon errands. And it's a long, incredibly taxing day. And what's going on in Nora's head after this?
She really wants to find out what drug this is, especially because it's all like mystery and secret. That's it. She just wants to know. She wants to know what it is. Why are they keeping it a secret? That's like in the forefront of her mind. She's gonna go do the errands her mom asked her to do, but that's what she's gonna be thinking about the whole time, and she'll probably keep an ear out, or keep an eye out for, I don't know, sees anything, hears anything while she's out, maybe.
Okay. You're generally around the respectable side of the Tarn ward, getting produce and supplies, some potions to replace the ones that were stolen. Can we take a quick pee break? I thought I was going to try to make it until 2 hours, but I will not survive.
That is okay.
So I'm going to take 5 real quick.
Drugs.
Okay. And we're back. Okay, so there are a few ways that we could go about sorry, my headphones are not connecting.
Hello. Hello.
Okay, there we go. So there's a couple ways that you can go about this. It's going to take you some time to track this information down. So it's going to be like over the span of a couple weeks. So I'm going to see
I wasn't going to track any information down like right now. I was going to do the errands, but as I was out doing what I had to do, if I heard anything or saw anything, then I'd probably maybe follow, depending on what it was, maybe follow it then.
Not on that side of town and not without actively seeking it out.
Okay. Okay.
So this, if you want to look for this information, you're going to have to actually seek it out.
Okay. Well, I guess today's not that day then.
It is not.
It is not.
So is Nora's plan to like start looking for this information? Or are you just letting it go?
Oh, she's gonna like look for this information.
Okay. Yeah. See, that's what I thought. So yeah, it's going to be like over the course of a couple of weeks.
Okay.
So, question. Of the stuff that was in that guy's pockets, what did you keep?
What was in it again?
There was a coin purse, some leather gloves, some crumpled papers with gibberish on it that you didn't understand, and then the pouch of drugs.
I mean, besides the drugs, I would have taken that, not for myself. I wouldn't have kept any of his other stuff. I would have just laid it next to him, I guess. I wouldn't have kept that for myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So, what exactly are you looking for information on a new drug? Are you looking for that guy you saw? Trying to track down that guy, or trying to track down the patient, or trying to think of some other ways. You could
probably just the drug itself first. I'll probably want to start there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if that's the route you're taking, go ahead and roll me an investigation check, and this will determine how long it takes you to find the information you're looking for.
22.
22?
I promise you, I'm literally not lying.
Okay. So with a 22, it only takes you 2 weeks trying to locate a dealer of this elusive drug, hanging out at shady bars, trying to subtly ask the right questions to the right people. A barkeep at a seedy tavern called the Bard's Tale. Andrew Garrick. He's sleazy. He's kind of a prick. But you were able to wear him down.
Wait, is this I know this guy, right?
You do?
I do. Do I know him yet?
Yes, you have a little bit. We've got a little bit of a time jump. The couple weeks that you've spent looking for this information. So, he actively runs deals. Well, he doesn't run the deals. He lets the deals happen in his tavern and in the back alley behind his tavern. So, you've been what kind of information are you trying to get out of him?
Well, what the drug itself is, and like where is it coming from? I guess.
Roll me persuasion.
That is good. That's okay. 12.
12?
Mm-hmm.
He will not tell you anything about the specifics of the drug or like he doesn't know where he doesn't know where it comes from. What he would tell you is that he is just oh, hold on. I gotta grab that. This is important.
So he doesn't even know what it is what you're saying, or he won't tell me.
Not that he doesn't know, it's that he won't tell you. Yeah, he is basically just he's what's called a falcon. He's an asset of whoever is running this.
So he's profiting off of it.
No, he is. What I mean when I say he is an asset, he is not of his own volition allowing this to happen under duress.
So it's kind of forced on him then.
A little, yeah. Under threat of violence to his family, he allows it to happen. I'm just curious, how are you generally going about seeking out this information? Are you like taking any precautions about like wearing a disguise or covering your face? Or
yeah, she would have done that. She would have done that.
At least like a change of clothes.
Yeah, it wouldn't have just been like, la-di-da, let me just, expose myself to the whole world and try and find this out. No, she would have disguised for sure.
Okay. Okay. And that's about all he is going to give you, unless you find some way to get him to trust you a little bit more. Because he doesn't trust you to not rat him out to the Verdant Guard.
Trying to think. I don't want to rat you out. I want to help you. Why would I rat you out? It's literally the opposite of what I'm trying to do.
Right. Well then, Miss High and Mighty, what exactly are you trying to do?
I don't know. I'm figuring that out as I go along. Okay, I just try to help get this off the streets.
Oh, you were serious.
Yeah, I'm serious. Why would I be joking about this?
What makes you think you could do anything about this? You're tiny.
And you're
And
annoying, but people still come to this bar.
it's part of my charm.
Yeah, okay, that's what they tell you because they're paying you to make their drinks. That's besides my point. Someone's gonna do something, and you can laugh, I don't care, but somebody's gotta do something, and I guess that someone is me.
Why?
Because I
Got a
care
death wish
about.
or something?
No, obviously not. But this is my home, and I care about the people in it, and my job is to help people. So if I can do more than just
Your job
well,
is to
maybe
help
I'm.
people.
What?
He gives you another once over and like scanning you for like you don't know what he's scanning you for, but he's scanning you again. You're not doing an awful good job at convincing me you're not verdant guard. Kid.
Well, how, DM, how would I? Is there a way she could think of to, like, I don't know, I guess convince him? Maybe. Without
Maybe
revealing who she is.
roll me an intelligence check.
Where's my. Of course. Oh, 4!
You're kind of stuck. If you could go back to that night the guy came in while you were on call. If you could go back and get the drugs and keep them on you, or if you maybe could have kept maybe those papers that he had were important, or if you could have caught that guy or like seen his face or something. Maybe you could try to find that guy.
Yeah, I could try and find that guy, I guess, yeah.
You could also try to find the patient, hypothetically.
You could. I mean, I could look for either and whoever I find first, or can I only do one at a time?
Hmm. How are you going about it is the question. Just like keeping.
As far as like, I guess people who would go and take drugs, is there like a certain area she knows where like those people would, or areas she knows those people might like hang around typically? Like certain alleys or hangout spots, I guess, maybe.
You're kind of in it. Like the area around the Bard's Tail is like the closest Singorn has to slums. It's still like all pretty decently well kept. Like it's the closest thing that Singorn has to slums. So you can give a description of the guy. Maybe see if anybody saw a fight happen.
Did he? I'm assuming he didn't, but did he specify how often the deals? Like, is there like a same time and like time that they?
With a 12, he's not telling you a thing.
Do.
You can You can ask around and see if maybe anybody saw that fight 2 weeks ago. Give a description of the guy you saw,
Mm-hmm.
and then see if anybody around here maybe happened to see a nasty fight go down.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll start asking what's his face if he saw someone like that.
I can tell you this much: he personally didn't, but you can ask around.
Yeah.
Which would be an investigation. Yeah, investigation.
Don't fail me. Goodness. 11. What the heck, dice?
11 just means that it takes you a while. It takes you a solid couple days of like your free time of going around and asking people specifically about this, giving a description to probably a good 100 people, not 100, maybe like 50 people before you actually get an answer of, yeah, I might have seen something like that. What's it worth to you?
Who's giving me an attitude? What the heck?
This is not Garrick.
No, I figured as much.
Yeah.
Who's the rando giving me an attitude?
It's just a rando. Elven dude, black hair, kind of slicked back. Looks like a douche.
I'll give him.
You kind of accost him at the Bard's Tale.
I'll slide him 2 gold.
All right. All right, make it 2 gold and a drink, and you got a deal.
Fine. And she'll wave him over and she'll get him whatever drink he wants.
Excellent. So that would be a 3rd gold. Get something very expensive on your tab. He recounts to you a tale of a brutal fight that he and his buddies saw go down a couple weeks ago. They saw it down an alley around pretty close to here, actually. And it was pretty enjoyable, better than some of the fights they've seen and like paid to see. Like, brutal. Like, they made bets on it. It was awesome. He kind of gets sidetracked on like the description of the fight itself, but you get him back on track and back to a description of he saw. We'll see what he sees. Hold on.
What does he see?
He did not see either of the guys' faces. But he like vaguely recalls the description that you gave, and knows that guy deals off of a particular corner.
Does he tell me which corner?
He kind of shoots a glance down at your coin purse again.
She'll just roll her eyes and slide him 1 more gold piece. 1 more.
And he'll tell you the corner.
What's the corner?
The corner of Shademerk and Black Sap. Or Blackroot, my bad. Black Sap is a drug. That would be a fitting name.
Shademark and Blackroot.
Yes.
Okay.
So, are you staking it out?
Yeah, she'll stake it out. Yeah.
Okay. How are you going about it? What precautions are you taking?
Obviously disguise, of course.
Mhm.
Try and see what else I have, or rather what I don't have.
I'm mainly looking at are you taking like any weapons with you? Are you
Oh,
taking Okay, yeah,
yeah.
taking a weapon. I accounted into your AC for you to not have armor because I'm assuming that you do not personally have any as of this point.
Got it. Okay. Yeah,
So,
disguise, weapons, all the things.
okay. So, go ahead and roll me a perception check as you are staking this place out. Where are you staking it out actually? So it's like a street corner. There's buildings on all sides. So you could get like under the canopies of some of the buildings, you could get on top of the buildings. There's a couple of different places that you could try to find. Any place that you can think that would be a good spot to hide. I'll let you know if there's something there.
Maybe the on top, like the
Okay.
top, yeah.
Yeah. So you take your time getting up to the top of a building, finding one with a good vantage point, and you start your stakeout. You did you roll your perception check yet?
Yes, it was 19.
19? Okay. A couple hours pass, you're waiting, watching. It's about 2 hours after moonrise that you spot him. There he is, walking along like nothing even happened. Still a bit of bruising on his face. He still looks like, even after it's been like 3 weeks, he's still not looking too hot.
Dang. Dang.
So, what are you doing?
Obviously he's gonna meet someone, so there's no one else right now, right? I just see him.
Not that you see. I mean, there's other people around.
Okay. This is during right now.
It's evening. It's evening. About 2 hours after moonrise. Like there's still a bit of hustle and bustle about the city. Like elves are out and about for a while. But that's when the Tarn Ward opens, is at moonrise.
Okay. She'll follow him until she can kind of give him, like, until he's kind of in a spot where there's no one else around.
So he's down he heads down an alley, and you see he kind of waits there. Roll me stealth.
Where is oh there it is. Gasp. 30-20.
You're protected by the Moonweaver. The shadows are your friend. You are fairly confident you are hidden.
Okay.
So you just wait?
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm trying to see if I have... Ugh. So I don't want to just, like, follow him and then, like, let him go.
He seems to be waiting here for someone.
She... Oh!
Okay, knowing yourself and knowing your current fighting prowess, it probably would be best to try to talk to this guy while he's alone and not with other people.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I will sneak my way down.
Okay. Are you just like approaching him like normally, or are you like trying to sneak up on him?
Sneak up on him. Yeah, I want him to notice me when I'm ready for him to notice me.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me another stealth check as you approach.
16.
16? Okay. Oh, I need to roll for that. You kind of like creep up and you don't think he notices you. You're like right there. And he doesn't turn towards you. Are you like trying to scare him? Or are you just like, oh, are you just gonna like sneak up there and not? What are you doing? What are you doing?
She'll have her like her short bow in hand, not aimed at him, but just like it's out, so he kind of sees it like she's not messing around. Like she doesn't want to hurt you, but she will if she has to. And she'll come well, do I want to come around? No. She'll just kind of be like, "What you got there?"
How close are you to him?
Not super close, but maybe like 15 feet back or so.
Okay. And he starts like scared the living daylights out of him. And he kind of spots your bow, not trained on him, but definitely trying to intimidate him. What do you want?
Just want to know what you got there, that's all.
Gonna need to see a lot more gold and a lot less weapons. You're gonna deal with me.
I'm dealing with you right now, and this is how it's going. This is how it's going to continue going. Unless you want it to go another way, then, and she'll kind of not like her short bow she has in her hand.
If you're not buying, get lost, kid.
Like I said, I want to know what you got there, that's all. I'm not trying to get you in trouble, just curious.
You're gonna find some for yourself if you don't step off.
Listen, it's just a simple question that needs a simple answer. That's all.
I'll see some gold, or I'll see you walk.
She'll throw him like 3 gold, I guess.
Right, so we're looking to buy. What do you need?
Not looking to buy, just I'd like to be informed. That's all.
Read a newspaper. They're a lot cheaper than this. And he holds up the gold.
Got plenty of gold. This doesn't affect me.
What do you want? I don't got all night.
Neither do I. Like I said, it's a simple question.
You're wanting to know what I have?
That's all. Who knows? Maybe I am, or I might be interested in buying, but I don't know. Maybe
I don't think you know how this works, sweetheart. You tell me what you're looking for. I'll tell you whether or not I have it. Unless you don't know what you're looking for.
I'm pretty sure you just showed me what you have.
How so?
Ah! Mm-mm.
Look, kid, you can buy,
What do I want to
step off. If you've got the gold, I can sell. But you either know what you're looking for or you don't. Do you know what you're looking for? Do you want a recommendation? This isn't a bar, sweetheart. Look, I'm not just gonna tell you a list of everything that I could or could not be selling. I don't know you. I don't trust you. That's not how this works.
Sorry, my mind is drawing like a complete blank right now.
Roll me just an intelligence check.
15.
Okay. Just like thinking it through. If he outright tells you what he's dealing and you are verdant guard, he would get arrested. So he needs to A, see money, and B, know what you want. Because he's not going to admit to dealing anything unless you specifically ask for it. And he's not even going to admit to dealing at all, because if he gives you verbal confirmation that he's dealing, he's kind of screwed. So if you don't know, any thieves can. You don't have an in with him, you don't know him. And you're asking him, you are armed and asking him what he has. You're threatening him. He's not going to just give you an itemized list of what all he's dealing. You need to set a different expectation on what information you can get out of this guy with the approach you're using. You can see about purchasing some of whatever he has in stock, if he has anything new or interesting. You could try that approach, but physically threatening him and asking him a vague question about what he has in stock is not going to get what you're looking for out of him.
Okay.
Look, sweetheart, we can have a civilized conversation, or we won't. So, what's it gonna be?
Look, I heard there was some new stuff going around.
Sure.
Hmm.
How about you put the bow down, show a little more gold, then we can talk. Like civilized folk.
She'll put it down right next to her. And she'll throw him like two more gold.
That's more like it. So, what's your vibe? Up, down?
Whatever I can put my
Interesting.
hands on, honestly.
Okay. We've got some. I have a list of drugs. Sorry, what did you tell him you were looking for vaguely again? Something strong?
Pretty much, yeah. Like,
Okay.
I guess whatever is strongest, I guess.
Okay. So if you're looking for something strong, he'll show you 3 different variety of pouches and vials. One would be one would be Sood that you have seen before. And this would be blue Sood. And the other 2, there's black sap, which is a very, very expensive. It is seriously strong stuff. Like he tells you that one 400 gold per dose.
Wow.
The Sood is a little bit cheaper. I had this written down. I'm gonna say 50 gold a dose, and he offers you another vial. Familiar. It's not a vial. It's this paper packet with some sort of seal on it. And this is a similar paper packet to what you found on this guy a couple weeks ago. But the packet that he had, the seal was broken and it was opened.
Mm-hmm.
This one is sealed. And he taps at it. Now see this? This is the good stuff. Not too expensive. Pretty much the best value for what you're going to get out here. Especially in Singorn.
is this pretty experienced myself, but I don't think this looks really familiar to me.
Roll me a performance or a deception check.
Where'd you go?
Down by charisma.
Yes, there it is. It doesn't matter. They're both 0. Okay, 18.
They call this stuff songbird. I know. They're getting real creative with the names around here, huh? But this is the kind of taps the packet, the good stuff.
How'd they be talking?
Well, so good. And he flips it around to show you the seal, the wax seal on it. Little arcane seal on every dose to make sure it doesn't get tampered with. He kind of gets a more serious look on his face. Very, very flammable. Do not smoke near this stuff.
Noted.
Now, what you're going to do with it is you're going to dip your finger in it, snap. Friction causes ignition, and you breathe the fumes. $80 gold a dose.
And she'll give him 80 for one.
Did you bring that kind of money with you? Well, actually, you probably could have. Because you were anticipating having this interaction with a drug dealer in which you might need money, as you found with the guy back at the bar and requiring bribes. So actually, yeah, it wouldn't have been a jump for you to bring a decent amount of money. Okay. Have a good day, sweetheart.
Looks like I will be. And she'll pat or like the bag or whatever he was doing.
All right. Let me know when you need more.
Scurry away.
Alrighty.
I'll scurry away, but I want to hang behind and see who he ends up dealing with.
You see one or two more people buying.
Okay.
But no one particularly suspect. You sticking around? Going back to the Bard's Tale?
I am gonna go back. Do I go directly to my dad?
You're going to give your father drugs that you just bought in a back alley?
I'm trying to figure out no, I'm just talking out loud. I don't know what to do with them yet. That's my
You
first.
certainly can.
I know I am.
Not what I anticipated, but you go right ahead. I thought the point of that was so you could bring it back to Ander to get him to tell you more about the dealings.
I will go do that first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head on back to the Bard's Tale, slide into a bar stool, knock on the counter. As Ander sees you, just kind of give him a little nod. And he looks vaguely irritated at your presence. Right. What do you want now, huh?
What do I want? What about you? And she'll like quickly flash him the bag and then like hide it.
Now, where in our chart's name did you get that?
Wouldn't you like to know?
No. What do you want, kid?
Is there anyone else around? Like, can anyone hear us? Or is it dead?
It's not super busy. It's a seedy tavern, so mostly people mind their own here. And that's vaguely the vibe that you've gotten from the proprietors, from the proprietor and from the patrons. People mind their own business here.
Goodness.
But he tosses the towel over his shoulder, leans over the counter, and slides you the kind of crappy whiskey that you do always get. I'm on the edge of my seat, princess.
I know you are. You don't have to tell me.
What? Wait, where'd you get it?
So
What do you want?
Songbird, huh? Oh, stupid name, don't you think?
Congrats, you found where you can buy Songbird. You want a gold star? Little medal?
I mean, that would be kind of nice.
Can I get you anything other than the whiskey?
Maybe on a little, some info, you know, the dealings that, you know, happened back there.
Roll me persuasion.
Persuasion. 14. Yes, 14.
I'll say having the Songbird did lower the DC. He takes the bottle of the whiskey, the one he just poured for you, pulls out another glass, pours himself one a decent bit taller than the one he just poured for you. What do you want to know?
Who are these guys? Where does it come from? The guys who sell, do they also make it? Do they get it from an outside source?
It's called Songbird.
Yeah, we covered that.
It goes through I can't tell you the people that run it or where they run it out of. I can tell you about a deal. If you were to happen, not saying that you would, if you were to happen to be in the alley. And he kind of peeks out the window. In about 2 hours, if you happen to be in the back alley, I'd really steer clear. I wouldn't want to be you if I were back there in 2 hours. But that's none of my business.
Out of sight, out of mind.
They probably wouldn't give you information anyways. Why would they give you information? Unless you beat the holy hell out of them.
Look at me.
And he kind of
muscle.
shoots. He shoots a. What weapon are you carrying, by the way?
At the moment, well, I just came from what's his face, so just my short bow right now.
Okay, you didn't carry your mace with you?
I didn't see it written.
Oh, it's on there.
It is? Oh.
Yeah. It's the first one on there.
Oh. Yes.
Yeah, you should have.
I would have carried that, yeah.
Yeah. Kind of gives a nod down at your mace. It would be a shame if someone were to beat the holy hell out of him.
That'd be a real shame, wouldn't it? Tragic, even.
Well, if somebody were to beat up a bunch of songbird dealers in my alley, you'd get a free bottle of whiskey for every one of their weapons you bring me.
I'd be a really lucky customer.
You would be. I'm always collecting.
Where's Ash?
You want to collect anything else?
No.
No? Okay.
Not a psycho. Just an honest man trying to make an honest day's living. And I gotta put up with pricks like you.
Hey, I'm one of the nicer ones, though.
Yeah.
Yourself.
2 hours. And he kind of leaves you to your own devices.
And she'll finish her drink, and then she'll find, I guess, a good place to wait out where she won't be seen.
Okay. Where are you staking out?
Well, what is it like? What does that, I guess, area look like?
I am so glad you asked. If you would like to, go ahead and... Oh, wait. Can I remove that? Okay. Wait. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to hide these so you can't see them.
See what?
Okay. Okay. Cool. So go ahead and go to the owlbear link that I sent you.
Bugbear?
Owlbear.
Well,
I
no,
sent the link to you.
Join?
Huh? Yes.
Okay.
Click join. And oh, wait, did I send you the wrong one? Oh, wait.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Yes.
Unless this is a different. Hold on.
Oh. No, you're here. Ha ha ha.
Well.
You see it? Do you see you?
Oh.
Do you see you? Oh, wait. Here, wait. I will
This is so cool.
share my screen. Oh, wait. No, I just want to do the tab. Ahaha.
Haha.
Success! Haha! I'm amazing. Let's go. Okay, so here's what we're looking at. Here's the setup, the alley. This building, oh wait, this building here is the bard's tale.
Okay.
So, here you are. Look at how pretty she is, guys.
Woohoo.
So here you are. You can move yourself around.
I can?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Okay. So, position yourself where you want to be. So, this here is the bard's tale.
Right there's the bard's tale. Maybe like right there. Like right there.
Okay. Very good. Very good.
Very good.
I need to figure out how to hide things from you. Do you have it? Can you have it like zoomed in so where you can't see any of the black grid around it?
Yeah, just me now. Just me
Okay.
on the roof.
Okay. Okay. So you stake out there, and as you're heading out,
I can still see your screen. Is that fine?
oh yes, that was the point. So you can see that. You see a pair of hooded figures head into the bar. And a couple minutes later, you see a third figure, hood up, enters through the back way. I should have. Oh no. Oh, dang it. I really should have you share your screen so I can move stuff around without you seeing. Here, I'm gonna. Hold on. I don't want you to see what I'm doing. Secrets are very fun. Okay.
What?
I have 2 maps, guys. Okay. Okay. Oh wait, can you see what I'm doing there?
Wait, it's not on the computer anymore.
Okay. Okay. Don't look on your phone. Just look on the computer.
Oh no, my screen is off.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Woo!
Hooded guy.
Okay. So I know. I'm very creative. Hooded guy 1 through 3. So we've got you posted up at the bar here. And we've got the rest of these blokes around a table. They appear to be chatting. The first 2 guys that headed in, they've taken their hoods off. They're having a drink. The third guy is keeping his hood and a mask covering a scarf covering his nose down. He has a drink, but he's not drinking it. They appear to be having a conversation.
Can I hear what they're saying?
You can certainly try.
I will certainly try.
Perception.
No.
Jared.
Dang it, dude.
Can you really hear him? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. 17.
Yes.
You do hear bits and pieces of what they're talking about. You're really trying not to be obvious about it. And Ander approaches you while you're at the bar listening in on this conversation. And he's like, they were not supposed to come in here. Okay, I revoke everything I said about beating the crap out of them. In here, you have a civilized conversation. You got it? Civilized conversation. And you're listening in. It seems to be almost like an interview. They're like asking him a variety of questions about like where are you from? What do you do? Why do you want to work with us? A very oddly civilized conversation for these shady looking guys to be having. But your ears perk up when you hear Songbird. You gather that whoever this masked guy is, he's looking to start dealing.
Okay. Interesting.
How do I hide this? Oh, excellent. I wish I could hide this. That would be lovely. Okay. So, what are you doing? Are you doing anything? You don't have to do something.
Well, you brought the map out, so it makes me think.
That was more of a I wanted to figure out how to do this. You're not required to fight. I wanted to figure out how to use this and how to use it in a session. You are by no means obligated to do so.
Oh no!
Consider this a casual training opportunity.
My brain is just wired to think violence when I see
battle map, violence.
Yes.
Obviously, yeah. So that it makes sense. It makes sense. So you are fine. Are you doing anything? Are you simply listening?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna listen. I mean, middle of the tavern, don't want. I'm gonna fight if I'm gonna fight them, it ain't gonna be in here. If a fight breaks out, so I'm just gonna try and listen and hear as much as I can.
Okay. Interview seems to be going well. Roll me a stealth check as you're listening in.
I got one split right now. Got one over here.
15.
15?
And you just got killed by the villager.
As they're all talking, you see the masked guy looks up in your general direction, marks you. Are you looking at them? Or are you just trying to listen?
Just trying to listen.
Okay. you can kind of see out of your peripheral him watching you. And you hear, come on, what are you looking at? I'm talking to you. And he looks over his shoulder at one of the other guys, looks over his shoulder at you. And back at the other guy. What, do you got someone listening in on us? What's this? And he looks back over at you. Can I help you?
She's just gonna keep minding her business, drinking her drink as if she's not paying attention to them.
Hey, Blue. What's your deal?
Huh?
Just trying to have a conversation.
Congratulations. I'm trying to mind my business. And she'll just turn around and
He turns back to the other guy. Nah, she was definitely listening. He points at the mascot and puts his hand up. Come on, man, just leave her alone. It's perfectly fine. She's just minding her own business. It's none of ours. Yeah? And the guy stool scraping as he gets up. Nah. We're not doing this. This isn't... Nice try, though. We'll be taking our business elsewhere. And the two guys step around either side of the masked fella and come on, make this peaceable. We don't want to mess up any of Garrick's fine tables, now do we? And the masked guy stands in between them. Come on. There's no need for violence. Let's take this outside. Handle it like... Come on, we'll handle it like gentlemen. And the three step outside. The masked guy in between them, each of the others having hands on their weapons. And the door creaks, slams behind them.
she'll not get up and follow them as soon as they get up, but she'll... Whatever way they went out of, can I go out, like, the opposite way, I guess? You're muted.
Yeah, you can... They went out the same way they came in.
Okay.
And you can go out the front door, like a civilized person. Okay. So, how are you approaching?
I'm not gonna go right up and approach them directly. I'm still kind of lingering behind and just
Okay.
not trying to be noticed and still just listening.
Hold on, just getting it set up here. Okay. So, are you... So, just the way things are set up. Do, 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 do. The way things are set up, you would have to... This is the back way of the Bard's Tale here. So this is the back. You would have to go all the way around over to this way.
Okay.
Or you could climb up the side of the building and get up here. On one of these, on this area. Just walk around like a civilized person?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you walk around like a civilized person. And as you turn the corner, sorry, I just have to utilize the battle map. So as you're turning the corner, you hear thuds, blows landing. You hear yells of pain. Definitely a fight, and it doesn't sound like it's going well. For who, you are not sure.
Can I see anything from there or no?
Your dark vision's just at 160, right?
Yes. I'm trying to find it to confirm on here, but I'm pretty sure that's correct.
Whoop. Oh yeah. You can see. You can see the two... Oh, I really should have them roll initiative. Okay. Do.
But it's so good. But we're not gonna.
Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay.
What happened?
So, oh no, just rolling initiative. One of them rolled really bad. So you see these two guys are ganging up on the masked guy, but he doesn't seem to be doing like all that terribly for it being 2-on-1. The two... Oop. I didn't want to do that. The two fellows have... one has a short sword, one has a scimitar, and the masked guy... At first glance, you think he's unarmed, but you see he's also got some daggers strapped to him. So it looks to be... From what that one guy said that you bribed, that told you about the fight, it's probably going to be a pretty good fight. So I'm going to have you go ahead and roll into the initiative.
Oh. Wait, have they even noticed me yet, though?
No, but this is just so I can have you down.
Oh, okay. I don't know what it is about initiative, but I always roll so terribly.
It's balance.
Whatever. I got a 10.
10? Better than some people. Actually, as you kind of take a cursory glance over this back alley, you see a... stop it! Go away.
Wall number 4.
You see another guy just kind of standing back, watching.
I can't. Can I see who it is or no?
Hood up. Can't really see a face. The two guys that are beating up on the masked guy, their hoods are both still down. You can see they're some kind of rough looking dudes. One looks to be human, actually. Very. Oh my goodness, I just totally lost the word. So I'm gonna pivot. A really pale human guy, kind of reddish hair.
Mm-hmm.
The others, it's hard to tell from this far away. Probably elven, but if he's dealing with this other guy, he's probably half elven, if you're being honest. But both super rough looking dudes beating up on the one guy.
I'm gonna get slightly closer.
Okay.
I'll just move myself just to try and see.
Okay. Yeah, move yourself. Woo.
Ah. I don't know if that's even any better now that I'm looking at it.
It certainly is.
Oh, okay. The distance just didn't look that much different.
Oh.
To me.
Oh. No. You misunderstand me. It's better for me. Roll a stealth check as you're now coming into view of these guys.
Because she has, I'm like, how am I going to insert myself into this fight? Because she has no reason. Like, not no reason.
Hey,
like,
they're beating up on this one guy.
That's true. But if they're.
And you know these guys are songbird dealers.
Well, that's like, yeah, that's my point.
This is the lead you've been looking for. These guys are songbird dealers, and if they're hiring a new dealer, that means they have some semblance of power within whatever their hierarchy is. If they can bring on new dealers, they know stuff. You need information from these guys.
I got a dirty 20.
On stealth?
Yes.
Lord have mercy.
I know.
Okay, well, none of them rolled a nat 20 on their perception. So, you are slinking through the shadows. You are the night. So beautiful. Like, you feel the slight warmth of your holy symbol at your chest. You can kind of feel the Moonweaver's blessing. And you kind of feel, it feels nice, but in a way where you're like, huh, I was right. Look at that. Suck it. The Moonweaver agrees with me. Okay, so they're continuing to beat up on this poor guy, and he's doing pretty well. Making their... Wait, let me see if they... One of them hits, the other misses. And the one guy is still off to the side, just kind of watching. You can see from this far away. Vaguely amused.
Now I'll move like a little closer.
Okay. Are you trying to like see the guy's face?
Yeah.
Okay. His face is pretty well covered by the hood. And if you're coming up from the side, you're not going to be able to catch his profile. You're going to have to you're either going to have to get his attention so he looks at you, or you're going to have to look at him face on. From like across the way here. From like because he is looking at the fight. He is turned away from you with the hood up. You cannot see his face. But as you're creeping closer, make me another stealth check.
Stealth. 10.
10? Oh, shoot, I should have paid more attention. Here, no, one was 10. Okay. The two that mark you as you kind of stumble over a piece of broken shard of plywood box. The ones that mark you, that mark your presence, this guy here, and the masked guy. So, the one looks at you. The masked guy makes dead eye contact with you. And you can see here in the dark, his eyes are reflective. Kind of like a cat's. And as a little bit of cloud cover passes, Katha's light shines a bit more through, and you can see bright red eyes peeking out from under the hood. But the other hooded guy, the one who's just kind of watching, he marks your presence, and on his turn... Oh, I didn't have him in the initiative. I'll add him into the initiative.
Silly.
Oh, that is fitting, because with you having just gone, that means with an 8 or a 9, that would mean it's his turn. He is going to... What's he gonna do?
So many options.
He's gonna shout over to the two guys in the fight. Right, I think we're done here, aren't we? And they look at you. And they're going to pop a shot off at you, actually. With a heavy crossbow as they are making their way away. Oh my goodness. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Ooh, I don't think they hit, though. I don't think a 6 hits.
No.
All right. The other two guys, it would then... So, we're now in initiative. It would be... this guy's turn. Hooray! As he takes a... You hear a sickening thud as he takes a right hook to the face, and it kind of knocks his hood off. You see a shock of bright white hair, kind of reflective of the moon's light, and the mask is still up, but he's gonna keep engaging these. Is he? He's in melee of both. He's actually going to yell at you towards your direction. What are you doing, you idiot? Get out of here. This isn't any of your business. And he's going to... He is going to... I think he's gonna daggers. Dagger.
That's
Stabby stab. Ooh, both of those hit.
No.
Takes a swipe at each of the guys respectively. That would be 6 and 5. Okay. And he is going to... Oh, he's going to go after 1, 2, 3. He's going to try to go after that one. And, just for the sake of,
What?
If you didn't get it... Wait, did you not get that? Did you not get that was Arafel?
I suspected, but you never went any further.
Red eyes, the same voice, white hair. What more do you want?
It was
you want an introduction?
When you said the white hair, and then he said, what are you doing here, you idiot, get out of here. I was like, I think I might know who that is.
But yes, for sake of me not having to say the masked guy, the hoodie guy, we're just going to say Arafel. He's going after them and taking 2 attacks of opportunity from these fellas. One was a crit. The other... Oh, shoot. The other hits. Both hit. One is a crit. Yikes, dude. Okay. Hopefully I don't kill him off, man.
Quickest battle ever.
That would be... In the middle. Okay. That would be funny. You are on... Not on deck, actually.
Oh.
That is 5. 8. Oh, dude. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
Oh, buddy.
Okay. So, it is actually their turn now.
Ew.
Oh, wait, no, he gets to go up one more. Just kidding. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, he's gonna go here. And this guy's gonna go after you. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Beautiful. Actually, no, he's gonna go here. And he kind of gives his sword a swing, and he's like, I knew there was something up with you. And he takes a swipe at you and does a... he rolled a 17. I'm fairly certain that hits.
Unfortunately.
The other guy does not hit Arafel, so lucky duck. Oh, I forgot to roll the crit damage.
Fuck.
Thank goodness it was the... Oh my goodness. Okay. So, Nora, you are up.
Mace,
What
mace,
are you
mace.
doing?
Mace, mace, mace.
Okay, take your swings at him. Combat at level 1 is so scary because you literally have 10 hit points.
Literally only 10. What? Well,
Oh, wait, I did not roll the damage on that for you.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That is a lot for you. That's 6 points of slashing damage.
Dang.
Yes, so go ahead with your hit.
Pow, pow, pow. Pow, pow, pow.
One's down.
17.
17 hits. Go and roll me that damage, ma'am.
Five bludgeoning, ma'am.
Just 5?
Just 5.
All right. Oh, wait. He already took damage from Arafel. Oh, he is just barely standing. You land a blow on him and you like smack him directly in the chest. He gets knocked back a step, the wind clearly knocked out of him. And like from the blows he took earlier, he's barely standing.
Dang.
Bloodied, rough, all of those things. Okay. So, we are going to dash. Peace out, dudes.
Peace out.
She is headed out, getting the heck out of Dodge. And it is then it's Arafel's turn. Hooray!
Hooray!
So Ant is going to. Why did I roll twice? What am I doing? Oh, because daggers, right? Okay, he is going to. Yeah, he's gonna do the daggers. Oh, holy freaking heck! He rolled 2 19s.
Jeez.
Okay. Oh wait, no, he is. It's too late. I already rolled it. I was gonna have him second wind, but it's too late. But that is 2 attacks on the one guy. Dagger, dagger.
Dagger, dagger.
I can do math under pressure. Okay. He takes the guy in front of him. Dagger, dagger. Slash, slash. And the guy drops.
Yeah.
And he's going to. What's he going to? Is he going to go for? You look like you can handle yourself.
Ooh.
He's going to 5, 15, 20, 20, run.
Go get him. And
then Nora, it is your turn. Or wait. Oh, no. It's this guy's turn. It's this guy's turn. Oh, you are a lucky duck. He fully misses. Like you sidestep his swipe and kind of step around him a little bit, and he kind of trips over another little bit of like construction debris that seems to be littering this back alley. So,
Wahaha.
What are you doing, ma'am?
Mace, mace, mace.
Mace, mace, mace.
75 on 1.
19.
How do you want to do this?
She's gonna go right for the jaw.
Are you doing lethal damage, by the way?
Like, what's the difference between normal?
You can choose to, like, so if you were to take someone down with non-lethal damage, they would just be unconscious, but like stable. Like a knockout punch. Like you can knock someone out without it killing them. So are you just trying to knock this guy out, or are you trying to kill him? Decisions.
I mean, the intent isn't to kill him, but if he dies, he dies. I guess.
You got to make a decision. You have to choose. I could roll for it.
Roll for it.
Okay. Odds it kills him, evens it doesn't. Okay. So, I'm not going to tell you which it was. So, you make the hit, and the guy crumples to the ground. You got the mace right. You definitely shattered his jaw, at least. It was a good hit. Your instructors back at the temple would be proud of you. That was a good hit.
Yeah.
So, he drops. Are you going to use any movement or spells of any sort? You got your bonus action and movement left.
Yeah. At the very least, I'm gonna move to, go follow Arafel. So that's what, 30 feet,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
I guess there.
Oh, you can move one more.
One more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As far as spells. Wait, did you say if I killed him or not?
I said you don't know.
I don't know. Okay.
You're not taking a minute to check.
No, yeah.
So you've got your bonus action. If you don't have anything else,
yeah, no spells, just movement.
Excellent. So it is now the lieutenant's turn, and they are going to so you lose sight of them from there, but I'm going to count on my screen where they are. Okay. So you have lost sight. You actually don't even know what direction they went. Arafel probably does.
Well, it's just the one guy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Say. So he is going to. Oh wait. Yeah, it is him up next. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna just move them off the map because you don't know where they went. He kind of goes out here and stops and looks both ways down. And he stops. And he turns back. And starts jogging back towards you.
Cool.
I think I'm just gonna it's safe to say there is no way you're gonna be able to track this person down. You, Nora, are way too far behind. You don't know what. You could roll me perception to see if you can figure out what direction they went, but they are really far ahead of you. They've pretty much gotten away.
18.
18?
Still nothing.
Yeah, you don't know what direction they went.
Dang.
So, I'd say we're kind of pretty much out of combat-ish. So this guy with red eyes and white hair jogs up to you and is going to grapple you. So roll me a contested, you choose acrobatics or athletics.
the same, so athletics, I guess. Wait, do I not know him yet?
You have no idea who this is.
I don't know who he is. Okay.
You have no idea who this is.
21.
Got a 25.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
A natural 20. This man has never rolled under a 20 on an athletics check. Very proud of that. This guy, like, kind of runs up towards you as you're, like, following after him, grabs you by the front of your shirt and slams you into the side of the building. Who in the nine hells are you, and what do you want?
Who are you? Why were you with those guys?
You just ruined months of work. Do you know how long it took me to set this up?
But you want to work with these guys?
No, I don't want to work with them. Who the hell are you? One more time.
Who are you?
He's going to...
Kiss her. No, kidding.
He's gonna... Okay, because he's grappling. So, okay, at the start of... Because he's got this fun thing that he can do. At the start of each of his turns, he can deal a d4 of bludgeoning damage to a creature grappled by him. So he is going to do that. And lucky you, it's only 1 point of damage. So he, like, shoves you. And he puts his fists up. One more chance.
Look. Looks like you're not working with them. Okay, great. I'm trying to take them down too, trying to figure things out. I'm clearly not the bad guy here.
Convince me. And he's going to take a swing at you.
Of course.
Oh, I don't think that hits though. That's an 8.
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
So he takes a swing at you, but you're able to just barely dodge. Okay. Come on. Let's go.
Is he trying to fight?
Yeah, he's trying to fight you. Apparently, whatever this was that you just interrupted, apparently things did not go the way he wanted. And regardless of what you're saying, he's swinging at you.
I'm gonna try and kick him in the nuts.
Okay, it's just an unarmed strike.
Come on, dice. For one time, I want to roll really well. Dang. 11.
11 misses. So you swing out to kick him, and he dodges out of the way. And he's gonna take another swing at you, which would be a dirty 20 to hit.
Of course.
And oop. D6. Oh wait, that becomes. Oh man, 1 again. Oh wait, that's 1 plus 3. How many hit points do you have left? That was 4.
I have none.
Are you down?
Yeah. Honestly, a great first meeting. Great first meeting.
Okay, so Nora, this guy clocks you in the jaw and your vision goes dark. And you wake up in your room. You're in your room at the temple. Your face hurts like nothing else. But you're in your room.
I'll start to sit up slowly and kind of and look around.
You've got a nasty headache, but you hear some footsteps up to your door. And you see Rohana peeks in. Huh. Nice to know you're alive. Dad's gonna be so pissed you got into a fight.
Yeah, but you're really happy to see me like this.
Yeah, coming back home with the crap beat out of you, smelling like a bar. Yeah, made my day a little bit. Thanks for setting the bar so low. And she kind of waves you off.
She'll flip her off. She knows she can't see it, but she's still gonna do it anyway.
Oh, she she stops, backtracks a second. Who's that guy?
What?
That guy? You know, the drow?
What are you talking about?
Call that out.
Are you serious? Bye, Katha. Never mind. Never mind. I'll see you later. And she walks off.
She's not gonna go after her. Absolutely not. She's just gonna like lay back down and close her eyes for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Try to put all her thoughts together and try to remember everything.
Okay. It takes a solid couple of minutes, but everything starts coming back. The fight and all of that. And then it gets a little fuzzy there at the end. You do know that you started fighting the masked guy, the one with the red eyes. He was definitely, it had to be the same one you saw at the temple a few weeks ago. The one that was watching, looking for your patient. That could make sense. The connection is there. But You don't know what his deal is. Apparently you messed something pretty serious up for him. So, rubbing at your jaw, maybe you did kind of deserve that one a little bit. So, what are you doing? You're in your room at home.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna check her pockets to see if she still has a songbird on her.
It is, in fact, gone.
Of course. Great. She's gonna I guess, yeah, she's gonna leave her room, see who else is around, I guess. I don't know.
It's kind of a bit later into the morning from what you can tell looking out the window. So Alien's already probably at the temple at school. Rohana looks like she was leaving. She was in her spellbinder's robe, so you can presume that's where she headed off to. Your mother is still out and about in the kitchen. Looks to be making some tea. She spots you kind of trudging around the corner into the kitchen. Nora! Good morning. How are you this morning?
Oh, I feel the best I've ever felt.
Wonderful. Can I get you some tea? I've already made some for your friend.
What?
Your friend Arafel?
Is he
As
like...
she gestures over to the sitting area, and you see sitting in it's kind of like a halfway a living room, halfway like just a entertaining spot for guests. A drow, very, very vibrantly hued, indigoed skin. These white tattoos across his cheekbones and down his neck. White hair. Kind of side shaved, pulled back into a bit of a shorter ponytail. Holding a cup of tea. Still in, like, you see he's taken off whatever armor he had on. He's taken that off, but he's still got, like, just some casual, common clothes. Cloak laid over the back of a nearby chair. And familiar red eyes meet you. Hi.
Hi.
Whoa. They may be cheating. He came around the corner and knew I was up high.
Thank you, Mrs. Moonlight, for the tea. I better get going. Lovely to meet you, and I will. I promise not to ever let my dear friend Nora ever go to the Red House again to fight, ma'am.
Mom, hold off on that tea for a second. She's gonna come over and grab his hand and then drag him upstairs to her room. Will only be a minute. Get the tea warm for me.
You drag him upstairs to your room?
Yes.
All right. He's confused enough to not put up a fight.
I'm gonna
So-
close the door behind us. What are you doing having tea with my mom? Also, show me what you have in your pockets right now. Like, take everything out.
Excuse you?
You're in my house, in my room. Take everything out of your pockets.
I will do no such thing. I'm having tea with your mom because I dragged you back unconscious. I saw your any kind of gestures to your holy symbol. I kind of figured you might belong here, so I brought you back here and asked around about who you might belong to, and
Yeah. Thanks.
she insisted I stay. She insisted I stay,
Yeah,
and I thought it would be rude.
right.
I'm not sure.
Thanks for bringing me back, I guess, even though you're the one that did this. Empty out your pockets.
No. You deserved it.
She's gonna
I
start
had been
going into his pocket.
he'll like push you like arm's length, like straight arm. Is that called, like strong arming? Yeah, like just like keeping you at like arm's length, not letting you touch him. Nah, you. I planned that sting for months. Months it took me to get into that.
Okay, well, I was not informed, clearly, obviously, because I don't know you, so sorry. But also, before you beat the crap out of me, I had something very valuable on myself, and now it's not here, so empty out your pockets.
He pulls out of side a pouch that was on his belt. Looking for this? And it's the paper packet of Songbird. Seal looks like it's still intact.
She's gonna try and like.
You can try to snatch it. He'll pull it away. We'll do contested. We'll play it like a grapple check. So you can do acrobatics or athletics. Going strong for never rolling under a 20 on an athletics check.
Whatever. Okay, fine. I
22. He kind of like holds it up above his head. He is a bit taller than you. You've seen a drow before, and usually drow are a bit like on the shorter side, but this one's like normal elf sized. Kind of like holds it up above his head. Want to tell me what you were doing with this?
Doing a little investigating on my own. Now give it back.
Is that what the kids call doing drugs?
I don't do drugs. Okay, I don't do drugs.
It says otherwise.
Like I said, it's for investigation purposes.
Research purposes. Yeah.
I don't know why I'm trying to explain this to you. I don't even know you. Give it back.
Or I could explain to your mother why you brought a man up into your room and now he's offering you drugs. Get me kicked out of your house, you'll never see me again, and you'll never see this again.
Just take it back. Well, I'm sorry I ruined your super elaborate, super secret plans that took so long for you to come up with. Okay.
Okay, it didn't take me that long to come up with. It took me that long to plan and get to talking to the right people.
However, if I had known, clearly I would have gone about by investigating very differently. But how was I supposed to know? Okay? I don't know you.
I don't know you.
So you can't assume
He sticks the songbird into a shirt pocket. And he offers his hand out to you. Arabelle. Duna.
Nora. Moonlight.
Adenora. From what I heard.
Moonlight. And she'll stick out her hand.
Well, Priestess Moonlight. How would you like to help me with this?
Why are you trying to investigate this?
It's my city. Around here, the Verdant Guard's looking out for... He kind of gives you like a bit of a nervous glance. The Verdant Guard looks out for citizens, but nobody else is looking out for anybody else that lives here. You know.
My dad says the Verdant Guard probably won't really even do much.
Yeah, probably not. Assuming they even know about this.
Yeah, assuming if they even know.
You know, you probably could make some good money fighting at the Red House. I saw you back there. You about took that guy's jaw off.
It was nothing.
You got a lot of nerve for a priestess.
You got a lot of nerve for whatever you are.
You know what I mean?
A drow?
I mean, that's obvious, so am I.
Huh? A drow? He said a drow.
Oh. I don't know what I heard him say then. I don't even know what I heard him say. Never mind. Okay, backtracking.
What, a drow?
Well, I mean, that's the obvious.
A mercenary.
Is that what you call yourself?
What? That's what we call ourselves.
Who's we?
If you must know. My family. Oh, rather prominent guild as far as mercenary guilds go, I think. Whispers hold.
Have I heard about them at this point at all or no?
Roll me a history check. Like with your life at the temple, it's not like for certain that like, oh yeah, everybody's heard about them. You live in a temple.
A nat 1, making it a 2, so no.
Whispers hold? Kind of a cheesy name. Doesn't really sound like mercenaries. Sounds more like a like a brothel or something. No? No bells being rung?
No. Mm-mm.
Well, I assure you it is very reputable.
They were. Wouldn't I have heard of them already?
You're a real piece of work.
You're one to talk.
I'm not the one who invited a random man up into my room hoping he had drugs on him.
I'm not the one who beat up a woman without even asking her name first.
Do you usually ask the names of people you beat up?
Well, if I know they're the bad
Do you
kind.
frequently beat people up?
What?
Do you frequently beat people up? I need to know if I'm getting involved with some sort of psychopath or something.
If I felt called to it that day, maybe.
You know, if you're gonna do stuff like that, you really ought to wear some armor. And he kind of jabs at your shoulder.
I've made it this far, haven't I?
Uh-huh. Sure.
Well, I'm standing right in front of you, aren't I?
After I dragged you here.
Whatever. Just
Should we probably... I don't want your mother thinking anything's happening.
oh, she's not thinking that. Whatever. But she'll go and open the door and start making her way downstairs.
I'll have you know, I am a... You know, he trails off.
Whoa! Do you see that? You see that?
Yeah, she'll start making her way back down to
Oh, dude. Oh, what?
Hmm.
downstairs.
Oh, that lifeline. Dude, that lifeline snapped so hard. Dude, no,
Oh.
no way.
So as he kind of walk, he kind of heads out, gives a wave to your mom. Nice to meet you, Mr. Sana, and like doesn't really make eye contact with her as he grabs his cloak and stepping out into the temple courtyard. So, what do you say?
Play that box. There's that box.
Say that all again. Sorry.
Well, I mean, going at this on my own has been fine for now, when it was just tracking down low-level dealers.
Hey, sorry, can you hang on 1 second?
Yeah.
Aaron, sorry.
I think that's still one. I'm not 100%.
Sorry. Okay.
You're good. I just told Jared he needs to stop yelling. He forgets that just because the door is closed doesn't mean I can't hear you. The door is so thin.
You had the door closed this whole time? It's so funny.
Yeah, the door is closed. Yeah, this mic does not have good noise canceling. I need to work on that.
Oh, Jared.
Hmm. Oh, sorry. Where was I? I just totally lost my
About doing
train of thought.
Arafel was saying, like, doing it alone, I think was, I don't know.
Right. So, what do you think? Going at it alone's been fine for, up until now. I've just been chasing down low-level dealers and harassing some lowlifes, but I think to make any sort of real change, I don't think I'll be able to do that on my own.
Must be pretty desperate if you want my help.
All right, fine. You don't have to help me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It was wonderful meeting you, Miss
Hey.
Moonlight. Sorry, priestess? Sister?
I never said no.
It was nice to meet you. I'll catch
Okay,
you later.
I
And he starts to
will
walk away.
help you. I will help you.
He stops. Just, I don't even know if I want help now.
Yes, you
No,
do.
fine. Okay. All right, Nora. Let's get to work then. I think that's a good place as any to wrap up.
Wow.
Yay.
Besties.
Besties. Yay. I love their dynamic so much.
Might have feelings for each other, but they might not. They don't really know yet. But they also don't know how to feel anything. They need therapy.
They both need therapy so bad. I'm going to end the live on that note, actually.